G'day, Jess Skarratt here. It's great to have your company for another edition of Surfing Australia TV. We have a big show. Here's what's ahead. We catch up with Steph Gilmore as she's inducted into the Australian Surfing Hall of Fame. Meet Surfing Australia sports scientist Dr. Jeremy Shepherd, hang out with the kids on a camp at the Hurley High Performance Centre and go behind the scenes of the Quicksilver Pro with a bunch of stoked grommies. The Hurley Surfing Australia High Performance Centre is a state-of-the-art facility that was set up to nurture the talents of current and future stars of our sport. It's also there for surfers who are motivated to take their surfing to the next level. And recently I caught up with a bunch of stoked grommies who are there on a Wahoo surf camp.
Ladies and gentlemen.
The Wahoo Surfer Groms comps are all about giving grommets their first experience at competition in a fun environment, with the added bonus of stacks of activities, beach games and giveaways. It's the only national competition series for the Microgrames in under 7s through to under 15s. More than 800 kids frothed on the 8 events that took place over summer. 16 Wahoo Surfer Groms Comps champions from the under 13 boys and girls divisions won an opportunity of a lifetime. Part of their prize was an all expenses paid training camp here at the Hurley Surfing Australia High Performance Centre.
The level's really high for such a young age, and to have them all together in the same group just pushing each other, like they're going bananas.
This camp is just an amazing opportunity for them.
That's right. I guess it's the next step up. I guess they're the pick of the bunch, and they come here to this world-class facility, and they get to see our world-class coaches as well.
They've got 3 days here, action-packed. They're going to be learning heaps of stuff about technique, getting a taste of what it's like to be a pro surfer. Travelling. They're staying here. All the young kids are bonding, feeding off each other's energy. So, yeah, it's unreal for them.
This is a real burger.
Now, Alyssa, this is an amazing opportunity coming to the camp. What have you loved about it?
Oh, well, the coaching's great, and just meeting all the new grommets who just ripped from all around Australia. It's great.
So these other young surfers, do you reckon they're pushing your surfing?
Yeah, especially the boys. They push me a lot.
Yeah, it's good to see where you're at, really, see how you're doing on a sort of scale, and yeah.
I normally go better when I'm just trying to have fun, but still stay focused and try and do what you've set up for your heat and try to stay on task.
So we get them in the buses, we're down the beach, and straight away we're looking at the conditions, assessing them, asking them some questions, where they're paddling out, what sort of waves they want to catch, coming up with a bit of a plan, and then they're just out there frothing.
So you want to make sure you're taking off on the best waves available. You want to look down the line straight away and look at it. If it's got opportunity, it's got a nice big face on it, you can come down, get a big first turn in, come down, wrap it, and then finish it strongly. So I want you guys to head out, sit on this end bank, and get 2 really good waves, okay?
We've got a point break situation.
Yeah.
Judges want to see a combination of 3 different manoeuvres preferably.
It must be pretty rad to have such awesome coaches helping you.
Yeah, they're very advanced coaches and they're just great.
As you come down out of it, then you can just do your little wraps back into the pocket, so 2 of them, and you always want to finish off strong.
Come on, grommies, pile out. Phew. And then you bring them back here and you go through video analysis. Why is video analysis so crucial?
It's the best thing for your surfing because you can actually see what you're doing wrong, what you're doing right and wrong. When you see it visually, it helps people understand what they need to do to improve, and yeah, it's the best tool.
And the kids love watching themselves on TV going, oh, he's charging.
They love it. That's, their number one thing. They sit down, they're all excited and they're just cheering each other on.
Where are you from?
Sunshine Coast.
Sunshine, whereabouts?
Bedina.
Bedina, good spot, isn't it?
Central Coast.
So what are you hoping to get out of this camp?
Well, I'm hoping to fix up some of my mistakes and just see how all the other people are going.
Feeling of being on a wave, it's just crazy, and then learning new tricks and stuff, and once you nail them, it feels so good.
Young kids pick up things really quickly, and that's why it's awesome we can get them in here now at such a young age.
If you want more info on the state-of-the-art Hurley Surfing Australia High Performance Centre, just head to surfingaustralia.com.
Getting ready? Not as many as you, Gromps.
We always wanted to surf, but didn't know how. Then Mum found out about Vegemite surf grubs.
You get an awesome Quicksilver pack. We learn all about the ocean and catching waves, and they have the best instructors.
It's like, woohoo! Anyone can do it.
Party wave?
So give it a go. Just go to surfgromps.com to join.
See you at the back!
If you want to be a Steph Gilmore or you want to be the next Kelly Slater, you can't afford to go the path of taking drugs.
It kills me to think how many guys were good at what they were doing, had so many dreams and had so much potential, and had just thrown it away because the party scene on a Friday night was more important to them than the rest of the week and their surfing future.
All through my using, I thought that I had the power over drugs, and I thought that I could stop anytime I wanted to. I had no power over drugs. Drugs had all the power over me.
Five-time world champion Stephanie Gilmore can add another accolade to the list. At Surfing Australia's Night of Night, the Australian Surfing Awards, she was inducted as the 35th member of the Australian Surfing Hall of Fame.
With 21 World Tour victories, 5 World Championships, and the current title of reigning world champion, it is little wonder this year's inductee was chosen. At the age of 19, her domination of women's professional surfing began, when she not only won her first world title, but also a place in the record books as the only surfer in history to win a world crown on her tour debut.
And when we first saw her win her first world title, she's just a little girl pretty much, straight out of school. And over the last 6 years, Stephanie's really put a whole new light on the way that people look and value women surfing.
Joining surfing icons, 7 times world champion Lane Beachley and 11 times world champion Kelly Slater, the kid from Kingscliff last year became only the 3rd surfer ever to win 5 or more world titles in the history of professional surfing.
It's so exciting to be a part of that movement and that generation of girls coming through, because I feel like I'm right there with those young girls.
She goes and does big manoeuvres and puts it all together, but has this woman's finesse.
As long as I'm winning and enjoying it, then why not keep going? Everything from here on in is just a bonus. It truly is.
She's definitely at the forefront of the amazing things that we're seeing in women's surfing at the moment.
Stephanie Gilmore is the 35th Surfing Australia Hall of Fame inductee.
Would you please put your hands together for the 35th member of the Australian Surfing Hall of Fame, Stephanie Gilmore.
I
everybody up here, all of the past inductees, I love that all of your characters and your personalities and your stories have created the history of surfing and what it is today. And I love that all of your characters and your personalities have been built through the travels and the experiences that surfing has taken us to. And here we all are today, which I can't believe I'm up here with all of you. It's unbelievable. And every single one of you on this list has left a legacy that is just so special, and you know, I feel like it's such an honour to accept this award, but I really feel like I'm just getting started. Like, I'm just creating my legacy right now, which is an incredible honour. So thank you, everybody. Just to walk on stage and walk past all of those former inductees who are just the most incredible surfers. They've had such great legacies in surfing, and to just be on stage with them was such an honour, and then to stand there and make a speech in front of them, I was so nervous, but hopefully I made some sense and did some justice as to how honoured I was to be there. I think everybody here tonight shares that emotion and shares that spirit with each other, and you know, it's like it lives inside all of us. We love surfing, and we can accept as many awards as we want and win as many trophies as we want, but at the end of the day, we're all here for that same reason.
Does your cutback need work? Do you want to learn how to do aerials? Or do you just feel you could surf a whole lot better? Take your surfing to the next level with help from www.surfcoach.com. Surfcoach.com is an interactive website to help improve your surfing. The site isn't just for competition surfers, but any surfer who just wants to do a better turn, learn a new move, or simply be more confident whenever they enter the ocean. Visit www.surfcoach.com now to find that.
The world's best surfers ride them, and now you can too. Surfsim.com is giving you the chance to win your very own custom DHD surfboard. Surfsim.com offer great deals on travel sims. Travel Sim are the experts in prepaid global roaming and are the smart way to use your mobile phone when travelling overseas. So surf the net to surfsim.com now for your chance to win your DHD board, and remember Travel Sim for your next trip.
Vegemite Surfgroms is the world's first national junior surfing program for 5 to 12-year-olds, and more than 15,000 kids have taken part since the program launched back in 2011. Now recently, a bunch of them were able to meet some of their surfing heroes when they were flown to the Quicksilver Pro on the Gold Coast. Now guys, these chargers have all taken part in our Vegemite Surfgroms programs, and hundreds of entries, people from all around Australia entered a competition to come to the Quickie Pro as VIPs. And these, my friend, these 8 Grommies won.
Hey now, come on, let's go, the music's playing.
Okay, team, huddle in, huddle in. Are you ready to take over the Quickie Pro?
Yeah!
Are you ready for the trip of a lifetime, the experience of a lifetime that money can't buy?
Yeah!
Are you ready to see pro surfers?
Yeah!
Are you ready to make sure everyone knows that the Vegemite Surfgroms are in town?
Yeah!
Let's go! Woo!
Okay, I've pulled some major strings and managed to tee up a VIP tour with 2-time world champion, Quicksilver ambassador, and arguably the biggest surf grom on the planet, Tom Carroll.
It's good being Tom.
Yeah.
Tom loves being Tom.
I like being Tom.
I like being Tom.
Yep, kids, it's safe to say it's going to be a fun day.
Am I hitting that thing?
I'll tell you that life is great, life is great, life is good, life is beautiful. You gotta give it all you got.
I reckon we need some Vegemite on toast and fuel up before these Grommies go surfing. Who's hungry?
Yeah.
Vegemite toast. So it's pre-surf ritual, pretty much.
Well, we're about to go in the water with the Groms and push them on a few waves here at Snapper Rocks, right in front of the contest site. We've got some awesome coaches here, Philippa Anderson, Tom Carroll, Matty Banton, so it's going to be awesome, and the kids look pretty psyched. To actually be around the contest and see all the pro surfers, you know, see surfers like Kelly Slater.
You see everyone huddled around him? There he is right there.
Here we go.
How awesome is this? Get your cameras out, kids.
Where's Kelly Slater?
He's over there. How close did he get to him?
Heaps. I was like so that far away. I got right a whole picture of it.
And Steph Gilmore, it's pretty awesome for him. But then, you know, to get a guided tour through the contest site.
This is the Quicksilver Foundation, which is really important. Hey girls, meet Lisa Anderson.
I know.
Unbelievable. Multiple world champion right here. This is Matty Banting. He's one of the best junior surfers as well. He's coming of age now.
What's your name?
He's on the move. Hey Courtney. Yeah. Courtney Conlogue, brilliant surfer. All right, we're here now at the surfer's deck, so we've got to be really quiet and make sure we don't intrude on people's space in here. This is where the surfers get to observe the ocean. You know, this is one thing we've got to learn as young surfers, is look at what we're going to get ourselves into. This is where the surfers get a bit of, hopefully, some quiet time to actually observe the conditions.
And then to actually go surfing in front of the contest site, you know, it's something I don't think they'll ever forget.
I'll tell you about life is grand, life is great, life is good, life is beautiful. You gotta give it all you got, everything you got to give, time to shine, time to live.
This is really fun and I really love it.
What do you love about Vegemite surf groms?
Because it's fun and they put you on great waves.
It's pretty awesome. You get to meet all the pro surfers, like Tom out there. You get some good waves out there as well.
You feel really happy that you've achieved to stand up and have a go.
It's pretty exciting. It's good to just watch the smiles on their face, and it's really what Vegemite Surf Groms is all about, getting the kids involved in the water. And so this particular program and getting the kids down here and really giving them a great way to smile is definitely what it's about.
This is such a fantastic program, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's just, you know, allows us the chance to get into grassroots sports, and, you know, such an iconic sport as surfing for Australians. It's a perfect synergy for Vegemite. It's fantastic.
And how epic is that? The mightiest seat on the beach.
Well, it is the mightiest seat on the beach. It's the only grandstand along here, and prime position for snapper rocks, and you know, you can get Vegemite on toast and go tarp surfing, and it's all part of that experience to families and kids to come down and see what Vegemite Surf Groms, the program's all about, but also have a great space to chill out and enjoy the event and have a good time.
You've got one grommy out there surfing, you've got another one on your hip. Welcome to the life of a dad on the beach.
I know. What better thing to do than bring both your kids to the beach? Such a great thing to do. It's a healthy lifestyle. Can't beat it.
I reckon some of the dads are jealous. So I think they wish they're getting pushed onto waves by Tommy Carroll.
Yeah, I'm jealous. I wouldn't mind getting out there too.
Yeah, my childhood idol, yeah. I would have loved the chance when I was a kid, but...
Are you a bit jealous that your kids are out there surfing with some of the world's best surfers and you're standing on the beach?
I'm a little bit jealous, to say the least, because I mean, I grew up worshipping these guys, and just to be, have the kids involved with them is just fantastic. So good on them that they're in a program like this as well.
Tommy, I think you need this. I have to tell you that some of the dads, I was chatting to them on the beach, they were jealous. They were wishing that they were out there surfing with you, being pushed onto waves, not their kids.
Oh, what a classic.
Is it like a dream come true, being flown to the Gold Coast? You're a VIP at the Quicksilver Pro. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like a dream come true, you're right. It's so fun.
Vegemite Surf Groms rules! Who loves Vegemite and toast? Me! Well, it's safe to say those kids had the time of their lives. If you want more info on the Vegemite Surf Groms program, just head to our website.
Over the past 50 years, surfboard riding in Australia has moved from the rebel fringe to the sporting mainstream, producing some of the greatest champions the world has seen. For the first time, a new book, Surfing Australia, A Complete History of Surfboard Riding in Australia, tells the whole story. Not just of the half-century of organised surfing, but of the years of adventure and experimentation that preceded it. Do yourself a favour and buy it today. It's on sale at all good bookstores and the Surfing Australia website.
I want to be the best I can be, and there's no better high than pushing myself and my surfing. For me, surfing is everything. I can't imagine not having surfing with me for the rest of my life.
Don't let drugs destroy your future.
Gone are the days when training for surfing simply meant paddling around for a few hours and then a trip to the bakery. These days, pro surfers and elite surfing hopefuls are exposed to a world of biomechanics, physiology and nutrition. And Surfing Australia's Sports Scientist Manager and Head of Strength and Conditioning, Dr. Jeremy Shepherd, is one of the best in the business.
My name is Jeremy Shepherd. I'm the Head of Strength Conditioning and Sports Science Manager at the Hurley Surfing Australia High Performance Centre. I've been in this job for 2 years. Prior to that, I was working with Olympic sport for the previous 20 years. To be honest, I had no intention of leaving my work that I was doing in Olympic sport. You know, I wasn't looking to make a change, but when the Australian Sports Commission increased its support for Surfing Australia, and I saw that we could really do something groundbreaking and innovative, it was just an opportunity that was too good to pass up. We have athletes as young as 12 in our program and athletes in their 30s on the WCT. And the thing is, it's about doing the right thing at the right time. Knowing what the right thing, sports science helps us, but so does coaching observation, and so does talking to the athlete and getting their ideas as well. So it's not just about fancy sports science testing. That's a big part of what we do. So that we're really trying to build this support network for the athletes throughout that career path. We do a series of paddle tests to help decide what the athlete's priorities should be in each training opportunity that we get, each training block, and that's turned out to be a really robust means for us to test athletes because we know it's critical. Best results that we've ever seen are from WCT surfers. For example, last Thursday, most of the surfers I work with were on the Gold Coast for an amazing swell at Kira. And they weren't allowing any jet skis, which is probably a good thing. And that turned that 8 hours for those guys into a lot of paddling. And we know that for every hour they surf, they're paddling for about 30 minutes. So we've got 4 hours of paddling in the tank. The last thing I'm going to do on Friday is give them more paddling. But by monitoring their performance in paddling, we can also get a better idea of what methods can improve each athlete. So for example, you know, with the sprint paddle, we've had a WCT surfer who improved his peak velocity in his sprint paddling by 0.2 meters per second, which doesn't sound like a lot. But if you get into a long paddle battle with another athlete in a WCT event, it's going to be that half meter or meter difference over that 20 or 30 seconds that they're doing it that is going to make the difference between who gets priority and not. So the instrumentation that we're able to bring with advanced sports science equipment is helping us with our elite athlete program. Surfing most definitely now could be described as a jump and land sport. So one of the things that I knew I needed to bring in from my background working with other sports that are jumping and landing sports is we need to look at injuries. And we need to first and foremost make the athlete robust. But athletes, before we even start coaching them on aerials, they have to be strong enough to handle the landing. And so we strength train and we do gymnastics. To be strong, you have to lift heavy things. To be powerful, you have to be able to produce that force and arrest that force. So we do plyometrics. Olympic lifting, which surprises a lot of people. I've brought in Olympic lifting. If a surfer isn't doing Olympic lifting, I strongly encourage them to get started. You have to be powerful and strong to get the bar off the floor. And with correct technique, it's one of the safest ways to get strong in absorbing force, because they have to absorb the weight. Whether they're landing a floater or a massive air, they have to absorb that force, primarily through their ankle, knee, and hip. And we do that in a very controlled, very safe way with Olympic lifting. You know, and they might do a power clean with 100 kilos. That definitely matches the demand of absorbing a big aerial. Surfing is still a carefree and fun sport, and the athletes who we train, they're having fun because they want it as well. But we're taking this very seriously. We want to be physically superior to our opposition, and that means we have to push that envelope. If there's something to win, I want to be a part of winning it. Unapologetically elitist. I was a competitive athlete myself, and I'm still competitive, so I'm surrounded by competitive people. Yeah, I'm tough on them, but that's just expectations. And part of being supportive is actually having high expectations. I want what's best for them, and winning a world title is what's best for them.
Well, that's another show all wrapped up, guys. Remember that we would absolutely love it if you could hit us up on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. I'm Jess Skarratt, and I'll see you next time for more Surfing Australia TV.